Chapter 9. Caleb sat on the edge of his bed, exhausted from the day. He wanted to sleep, but stayed up waiting for Lily. His mind was occupied with thoughts about their wedding, Athena, and how he could distract himself from thinking about her. What she had done was unforgivable and cruel. She knew that cheating was his weak spot, the one thing he could never forgive. Loyalty meant everything to him, and she was well aware of that, yet she still chose to betray him. His thoughts drifted back to Delilah, the girl he dated in high school for 2 years. She was his first kiss, his first date, and his first love. To him, she had been his better half, or so he thought. He quickly recalled the moment at a random high school party when he found Delilah making out with the popular quarterback. He had just gone to the bathroom, and when he returned, they were together. Frozen in shock, he felt his heart break in an instant. Without thinking, he walked away and broke up with her the following day. "Honey, I'm home!" he heard Lily call as she entered the apartment. He remained silent as he heard her high heels click loudly on the floor before she walked into the bedroom. He glanced at the alarm clock on his nightstand and noted that it was almost 3 a.m. He couldn't help but wonder what she had been doing. What would she think if he questioned her whereabouts? Would she think he didn't trust her? Was he being unreasonable for even wondering? He tried to reassure himself and held back from asking. "There's no way she's anything like Delilah or Athena. She would never hurt me," Caleb thought to himself. "I had such a long day today," he finally heard her say as she took off her high heels and approached him. "I visited my mother and lost track of time," she quickly added. "It's 3 a.m. I wish you had texted or called me," he said, instantly regretting it. He couldn't help himself. It had slipped out like word vomit. "So?" Lily gawked as she sat on her side of the bed. He furrowed his eyebrows in confusion at her response. "You could have said something." "I stayed up." "What are you, my father?" "No, I just care about you. I don't need to run everything by you. I know." "Caleb, don't you trust me?" Lily asked, slightly annoyed. "Of course," he answered, turning his body to look at her. "I came home at 10. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were accusing me of doing something." "No, never," Caleb mumbled softly, slowly shaking his head. "I hate it when someone makes me the bad guy. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt your feelings." Caleb apologized and sighed in defeat, leaning against his pillow. "I forgive you. Thank you, dear. If you can't trust me, we can't get married." "Yes, dear." "Do you really trust me?" Lily asked, leaning against her pillow as she looked up at him. "Yes," he answered, meeting her gaze and nodding. "Did you do anything fun while you waited?" Lily asked, changing the subject and raising an eyebrow. "Just watch TV. With Iago? For an hour, but then he left. By the way, you have a dancing lesson tomorrow." "Honey, I don't think that." "You have 2 left feet," she said, cutting him off. "I am not that bad. You need lessons. Besides, Athena is joining." "I don't think we need her there," Caleb replied, laughing softly. "I'm sure she has other plans." "She does tomorrow," she responded with a small grin. "With you, anyway." "What do you mean by me? What about us? I need someone to cover for me." "What do you mean by that? I won't be there." "Why not?" Caleb asked, furrowing his eyebrows in confusion. "Bridesmaids wanted a girls' day," Lily answered, giving a quick nod. "Oh," he murmured softly, cringing. This was the last thing he wanted, and yet he wasn't surprised anymore. The whole galaxy was torturing him. He closed his eyes as he began to dread the day.